Good day, everyone. So this is Alvin again from the Philippines, and today I'm going to review and give my analysis and comments to the Miss Universe 2007 pageant, and I will also be doing other reviews for other editions as well. So all you need to do is to subscribe on my channel to be able to follow all of these reviews that I will be making. So in Miss Universe 2007, the pageant was held in Auditorio Nacional in Mexico. The staging is actually one of my favorites. It's as if they are dolls being displayed on stage. And the hosts, Vanessa Manillo and Mario Lopez, just did an okay job for me. What I didn't like is that they've been talking a lot, and most of it are really unnecessary, which drags the show. Now, the same as the previous editions, they started with the national costume presentation, and my top 3 favorite national costumes this year were: third place, Brazil, Natalia Guimaraes. Second goes to Dominican Republic, Maciel Taveras. And my choice for best in national costume in Miss Universe 2007 is Korea's Honey Lee. Now, let's proceed to the top 15 announcement. This was one of the years where majority of the ladies that were expected to place and were considered as frontrunners did place. So this placement were not shocking to me, and these placements were Venezuela's Jonaitis, Denmark Zaklina Sojic, Angola's Micaela, United States Rachel Smith, Brazil's Natalia Guimaraes, India's Puja Gupta, Mexico's Rosa Ojeda Cuen, Japan's Riyo Mori, Tanzania's Flaviana Matata, and Korea's Honey Lee. There are also positive surprises. I did not expect much from them, but I am happy that they placed. And these are Thailand's Farung Yuthithum, Slovenia's Tjasa Kokalj, and Ukraine's Bikmulina Lyudmilla. And there are also ladies whose placements left my eyebrow raised. And these are Nicaragua's Xiomara Blandino and Czech Republic's Lucy Hadasova. For the shocking exclusions, my biggest shock is definitely the exclusion of Doukissa from Greece. She looked amazing and one of the most beautiful contenders this year. So I was really surprised when she did not even made it in the top 15. And also, another lady whom I think deserves a shot is Megan Coleman from South Africa. And now, if I was one of the judges, I would actually take out Czech Republic's Lucy Hadasova and replace her with the representative from Greece, Doukissa. That's just me. I prefer Greece than Czech Republic. Now, for the swimsuit competition, I really enjoyed the musical guest this year. RBD's performance was just great. And here are the ladies whose performance deserves some recognition. Venezuela, she started the swimsuit competition really well and gave us that strong performance that we always expect to see from the powerhouse. USA, wow, great body, great walk, and that face is just beautiful. Brazil is my predicted winner this year. Her face is just so beautiful, and she doesn't need to do much because she managed to stand out without doing anything. India, I am just in love with her. Love the face and love that wild stare she's giving. Japan, when she first moved, I was shocked. I really did not expect that combining her dancing talents and strutting on stage would work very well. I just loved her performance. I actually considered it as one of the best swimsuit performances in Miss Universe history. Tanzania, I love her. Our bald black Barbie is slaying the competition. Korea, one of the most beautiful faces in the competition, and her performance was really strong too. So if I have to pick the top 3 best performances in the swimsuit competition, my winner is definitely Japan, followed by Korea and Tanzania. Now let's proceed to the top 10 announcement. The top 10 ladies who made it to the next round were Brazil, India, Japan, Angola, Venezuela, USA, Korea, Tanzania, Nicaragua, and Mexico. And okay, it was actually a decent and acceptable top 10. But if I could make some changes, I would actually prefer to see Slovenia's Tjasa Kokalj in the top 10 rather than Nicaragua's Xiomara Blandino, because I think Slovenia did a much stronger performance. Plus, it would give Europeans someone to root for because there are no European candidates that qualified in the top 10. So seeing Slovenia there might be a better option than Nicaragua. But then again, that's just my own personal choice. Now let's go to the top 10 evening gown performance. When I first listened to the evening gown song, Give It Up to Me by Sean Paul, I was like, seriously? But when it was played during the evening gown, it was actually okay and did much better than I expected. It wasn't really a wow choice of song, but it worked. Now, for the evening gown performances, Brazil, okay, that silver gown was a piece of art. Loved the very intricate details of the gown. Her walk wasn't really a wow, but she just looked like a winner. India, not a really huge fan of the gown. It looked really dull. Japan, I was nervous at first because it was a very, very risky choice of gown, but she is giving us that fierce and at the same time sweet looking face. Plus, she carried it beautifully. Angola just did an okay performance. It wasn't that wowed by the performance she gave, but it was decent. Venezuela, her confidence when she walked and carried that gown is just undeniable. USA, first of all, that was a very hard fall. And I have to applaud her for standing up as if it's nothing. Plus, I loved her gown. It's just giving us the right amount of classy and sexy. Korea, I loved her very, very much in this evening gown. That pink gown just made her a clear standout. Tanzania, she just looked great in white. She carried it well, but I just wish the style of the gown was a little bit different. Nicaragua, not really impressed and not a fan of hers. Plus, I didn't really like her performance. Mexico, the gown looked too plain to me. Plus, her performance needed some energy. So based on the evening gown performance alone, my winner for this round is Korea, followed by Brazil second, and Japan as my third. Now for the top 5 announcement, the top 5 finalists were Venezuela, Korea, Brazil, USA, and Japan. And honestly, I don't want to make any changes because it is the perfect top 5. These are the 5 ladies who did really well in the evening gown competition, but I just wish Tanzania would have placed to make it interesting, but I cannot pick anyone that she could replace because again, each of the 5 ladies that made it in the top 5 worked so hard and gave a very, very strong performance. So perfect top 5 for this year. Now, for the final question, Venezuela was asked whether she'd prefer a man who is spontaneous and wild or a man who plays it safe. Her response was okay for me. It wasn't really a wow moment, but it wasn't bad. Korea was asked what superpowers would she like to have, and her answer was very, very sweet and I loved it. Brazil was asked if it's better to follow your heart or to follow your mind. First of all, I just love listening to the Portuguese language. There's something about their language that is very, very interesting to listen to. And this girl really knows how to flirt and charm the viewers. When she answered, the most important thing of all is to follow what you think is true to your heart. That was genius. A very, very solid, strong answer. USA, I really feel sad that she is being booed because first of all, even with that slip, she deserves her placement. And there is no way that Mexico's Rosa Ojeda Cuen would do better than her. It was a mile difference when it comes to look and performance. She was asked if she could go back into one moment in her life, what would it be? Honestly, her answer, which she chose to go back to South Africa, that was a very, very good answer. I just disliked the booing moment because I know she would have expressed herself more if there are no booing that distracted her from giving a very, very good answer. Japan was asked what lesson did she learn as a child that still affects her life today. First of all, her delivery was just so genuine, so natural, and there is that strong connection. And her answer, wow. That was the answer that will definitely belong as one of the strongest answer in the history of Miss Universe. I just love how she made it personal. And again, her answer, the overall context, content and the way she delivers it, very, very good. If I just base it on the final question alone, again, based on the final question alone, my winner would be Japan, followed by Brazil, Korea, USA, and Venezuela as my fourth runner-up. But then again, there are still other factors that will be considered by the judges. So for the crowning moment, fourth runner-up was USA, not surprised. Third runner-up is Korea, not surprised, but I wish she could have placed a little bit higher. Second runner-up is Venezuela, not surprised as well. And I am just so happy to see that Japan and Brazil were the last two standing because they gave a very, very strong answer. And honestly, at that moment, I really thought Brazil have it in the bag. But when Japan was announced as the winner, I was screaming my lungs out. Simply because it was a very, very pleasant surprise and definitely a very, very deserving victory. Although I am very sad that Brazil didn't win, but knowing that Japan, who gave a very, very decent and solid, strong performance, won, made me accept the result right away. And made me so glad as well that she won because it was a surprise. I mean, it wasn't really a huge surprise, but almost all of us are expecting Brazil. So seeing her win was a little bit of a surprise, but more of a positive and a pleasant surprise. So I'm really glad. It was a very, very decent victory. So that's it. That's my review for Miss Universe 2007. What do you think? Don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And of course, share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe because you'll be seeing more of this review videos in the future. So for now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.